for CNED. He's going to be the one given an opportunity to make a big play here. The first found, the dash out, and that's a free opening duel.
Yeah, solid start. And well, with the current positioning of the defensive side, it has to be a switch up. Now, the information's going to be there, but the Starzo at this point, it becomes dangerous, and Zisto's lurk through already makes this a little bit more awkward. They've managed to catch players re-aggressing to try and help Starzo out on the other side of the map, and because of that, the B site almost looks free for the taking. But for now, they're actually going to opt to go back. The problem is the dart is perfect and scans up the majority of the team.
Yeah, I'm starting to move back towards short. That door is closed. Going to buy a little bit more time as they break it. And oh, that's a great shock. Look at the damage done. Brave, just one hit, but it's not going to be landed at all. With Zeke going down, the spike will be planted. SuperMassiveBlaze well and truly in control. It looked rather like there was going to be a little bit of a fumble. But now they've got that numbers advantage. They've got the plant, and oh, they've got the big peaks, but they're losing players. It doesn't matter as they close it out nice and neatly in the end. Set up early there for Acend. They wanted to put down the Nano Swarm to get a player into wine. It's been read, expected, and SuperMassiveBlaze, well, they applied quite a nice bit of pressure, but Izzy going down to the Nano Swarm keeps the numbers in Ascend's favor. Starzo locked in a battle now. Players rushing the site behind him. He has to charge forward, and he'll do so successfully. Even running all the way back into their spawn. They pursue. They still haven't caught him, and now they've lost the site because the Ascend members are here to fight. CNED dropped right away, and Bone Cold, well, he steps on back. Doesn't want to fight that any longer. The door wide open. Zeke, though, caught breaking the wall. Won't throw them off by all too much. SMB are holding on remarkably well in this round so far, and now even propelling into the lead. There's still 30 seconds left. That's still a decent amount of time to work with, and with a 2v2 and low HP on Starzo, it's so winnable, but Bone Cold will save the day.
And then still seem to come out of it in a very, well, positive position. That from CNED is just disgusting. Like, to get the deep player as well, you've just got to be frustrated. And well, their reaction after having some weaker weaponry is just to be incredibly aggressive through mid and B, and it's worked wonders.
Yeah, it's just ludicrous. Izzy's going to be dropped here. So, numbers sticking well and truly in Ascend's favor. Able to deal with him. His turret's actually not going to spot Cider, so he's able to at least get the first. And now on the swing around, he's actually getting a little bit more, but never mind. The round will not go to SuperMassiveBlaze. No info spotted, but they're going to just run out right afterwards. The Blade Storm on Izzy, getting some good damage in, and now looking for a little bit more down below. The right click hasn't landed. Starzo's given an opportunity, but it is a short-lived one.
Oh, okay. And they've used the res, committing a lot into this one. The shock dart, though, is going to drop, and the problem is the time. Down to just 10 seconds. They have to get this plant in, and there's a Hunter's Fury to try and deny it as well. If he dies here, it could all be over. He's going to get it within the second. It will go down, and now Bone Cold, well, so close to winning it individually, has to try and take on 3.
Well, he's already had the 3K, but this is going to be a much harder one. They're just anchored on the site. Great shot. The reaction time was lightning fast, but Brave ends up getting the better of him.
They are slowing down, but they've got that lockdown available to them. It doesn't even seem to be anything on the other side that will be able to deny it either. By the looks of it, a lot of the utility has already been used. Instead, there's going to be a counter lockdown, but they've started to swing back in the other direction. Starzo has spotted this push, and now the remainder of the team look to try and join him.
Big early spot by Starzo. Here comes a Cosmic Divide, defensive side and offensive. They're kind of trapped in towards Jenny. That's going to give a lot of space for the retake to be set up at least. They're conscious that these players could be on the other side of any divide. Look how scared they are to push through, knowing that, well, you might as well just wait it out at this stage, and they can play this one together, having all the angles open. Time's going to start to be an issue. Great pick by Starzo that mitigates a lot of those problems that start to develop down below. Surely he doesn't get both as they drop on in. They're lined up, and Gove knocks them down. 5-2, SuperMassiveBlaze. A little bit confident that this round goes to SuperMassiveBlaze. So they've got a rifle. That's good. It's only Izzy on the dash, so no one else should be isolated in 1v1 duels. This should be a nice, easy, just clean as, no problems really in this round. Because, like, Acend haven't really bought anything, so walk in the park is kind of what comes to mind.
Oh, eventually, come on.
Kills, maybe.
I don't want to be right. I don't want to be right. They've got res. They've got res. They could bring one back. Cider, he's got a good spot.
30 seconds
They've
left.
got this into a winnable position.
You
But the
will
time.
not kill my allies.
Not even
They've got to
worried.
break their own wall.
Yeah, few more for Acend, naturally. Come in with pistols and end up in a 1v3. Brave is alone. I need a 3. Acend are in a prime spot after that previous round, but now with the rifles in hand, they've got to do something that apparently is a little bit more difficult for them, winning a pie round.
Oh, Starzo is absolutely screwed, and they're being ripped apart. Wow, SuperMassiveBlaze took that one personally, coming with a quick round in towards the A side, and the remaining 2 players, they've got to save. But the problem is the amount of space that's available. Izzy's going to be going right over the top again. The right click betrays him. Gets nothing for it, but Brave has turned the round. He is looking fantastic. I was wondering how the switch of agents would play a part for him, but, well, it seems like it's no problem at all. And then you got Glow on the other side. They're pushing into the util combo, though. This could be perfect. They got the Gravwell on the other side. They don't know it's there because of the screen. That's perfect. The Cosmic Divide pulls, almost tricks them into position. And now the door's closing. There's only seconds left on the clock. They have to go sprinting into this site. And well, there is just no time for Glow to do anything. An incredible team at turning round. Off. Brave, that is so cocky. With a classic as well. He will go down to Bone Cold, but damn. He wanted that.
Oh, you sneaky boy, Glow. He's made it into the site. And, well, only good for the one. The remarkable that they were all in positions where he couldn't see them. If anyone was kind of standing around staring at heaven in the open, they would have had a quick wake-up call on that. Still a 3v3 retake to take place. SuperMassiveBlaze not down and out of it just yet. The slow play from Izzy up behind. He might. Oh, they've turned, but not in time. Bone Cold looks back towards the site. Izzy cuts them off, and it's only CNED left down below. They know exactly where he is. The first is found, and CNED almost gets it. 10 HP left on Zistel, but that is enough to give the pistol to SuperMassiveBlaze.
Any utility to play with, so it's just going to come down to the individual aim.
So at least the opening is going to Ascend's way, so they're not going to be caught off by Brave on the site this time. Zeke survives, hiding away in his corner. And SuperMassiveBlaze have a tough retake. If they can take Zeke down, it'll even the odds and give them a better weapon to play with. But now he's got some support. Killjoy up close as they'll just swing in together. Out of ammo, Glow is caught. And Ascend are happy with that. The time's on their side. They don't need to make a move. SuperMassiveBlaze do.
Yeah, this not looking likely. And I think that the way that afterplan was actually played by Acend was incredibly good. Like, that chances are if you sit towards the back of the site or even commit to main control, you're going to end up losing or being in a really tough spot to a lockdown, especially with how much utility they used early. You think about what you would normally need to destroy a lockdown. You're looking at maybe that fragment, either that or you're looking at shock darts. Well,
now Bladestorm going to be swinging the corner on the Glow. Big fight for him. What a spray correction. Catching Bone Cold as he comes around the corner. A little bit more needs to be done. SuperMassiveBlaze have Zistao on the site. That lockdown cannot be used. Not from where he currently is. They just rush him down. He's got to win the duels instead, and it's a little bit too difficult. Bladestorm still looking for some victims late into the round. And it's going to be valuable for stopping that retake from coming through. Or actually, he's going to use it as a backup to his rifle. CyderX getting caught off by that. Starzo with another. They are actually more proactive in watching their flank than they are in even watching the B site. They're staring at it with 2 players, hoping that Acend give them that opportunity.
I think they were almost waiting for Starzo to try and get something here, but Izzy's just too quick for them in both cases. 2 down, it's left onto Bone Cold. He needed an ace of his own for them to win that round, and SuperMassiveBlaze come back time for Acend to play with as well. The fact they've got this far is a bit of a worry.
Yeah, they're going to completely smother SiderX. He is up all alone on the back of the side in Boathouse, and you can see exactly how that one was bound to go. Getting 1 or 2 would have been good, but it's a pretty tall task.
Spike planted.
I think you're saving here for SMB.
Deny the lockdown, so they're just going to have to surrender this space, and it leaves them in a pretty awkward spot because, well, those gaps is where Acend are likely to throw the entirety of their utility belt. They know there's only one place that Glow could have been. A Hunter's Fury of their own going to be thrown forward, and already they will capitalize. Maybe not with the kill, but with the space that it took.
To be honest, with what Glow was able to do there, I'm incredibly impressed. He stayed alive for so long underneath A Heaven. He managed to burn up so much utility. He got an Astra Star down. He spammed to scare them, ran back under, Gravwell. They couldn't push on the back of their utility and their lockdown, which was insanely valuable, but he still ends up going down. They had way too much. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, he managed to get them to use their Hunter's Fury. So really pulling a lot of utility off them in that situation, but he needed the killer too to follow up, right? And that didn't happen. His teammates didn't get there in time, get back in towards those sightlines in time, and so we're looking at the round definitely going to Acend despite these picks that are, you know, definitely in SMB's favor. They've pretty much killed everyone. The spike will still explode.
Clutch.
Yeah, okay. Off short control. They've given the tiniest of angles to see. Okay. All right.
Not the intended interaction from Acend, but it is what it is. There's a push coming down on mid. No connections from the rifles, but it's SiderX to take down Killaz as the attempted push through short is met by Brave. Able to pick up a first. Glow in with another. This is looking good for SMB. They've got a lot of control here. The spike on the floor, and Zeke, although he'll find the first, can even get this planted. There's so many players around. Take down the Jet as well. This is starting to get a little bit dangerous. Shock Dart avoided another tap. He's going to be flanked out from the door, though. Zistow saving the day for SMB.
Ooh, okay. Izzy's gone aggressive. He also has confirmed that there's another player there, and he's going to go swinging for him. Still at the dash available, so wasn't as much of a risk as it might have seemed. Still got Cider in the backlines of the B site as well, so it's not like they've given up that control by any manner. And Acend have almost slowed to a halt, trying to find some space, and Bone Cold has had some decent rounds turning the tide. More whether they can catch Izzy watching on this cross.
That's a big reveal. They know exactly where Izzy is. Izzy is. That was weird. SiderX stuck in Boathouse is, I mean, expected. He's been playing here a bit. They've spotted him before. If he can manage to find a killer too, it would be fantastic, but nothing landed as they overrun B. And SMB have to now take stock of what they've got. 3v3. No ultimates online, but a little bit of utility to work with. Still a slow on Brave. They can't lose Izzy here. Oh, he's gone down right away. The lockdown for Killaz deployed. It's not needed. The kills come in way too quickly. Get one and get out. Hold on. Izzy's going all the way up. Aggressive into their faces. And a double kill's rewarded for it. The dash back a player above surely will be his demise. But a good start to this important round. CNED steps up and does exactly the same. SiderX, the revolver in hand. That Sheriff not going to see any action as the plant will be secured by Acend safely.
Yeah, they can also play a dirty after plant here. Killers, oh, he's gonna get so lucky. He's got CNED alongside him. The ping will give some info. The shock darts could actually do a reasonable amount of damage here, but now it's left to SiderX. He has not had the best of games individually, and they're even gonna try and Hunter's Fury him out of this corner.
I don't think he's there.
Yeah, a bit of a weird one. It won't matter though. CNED's there to take it to OT.
It's attacking side. It certainly went very well for them last time around. It hasn't started out the same. Zeke opening this one up. That's Zistow gone, and they're going to look to the A side to try and remedy this.
The problem now is that same momentum they had is nigh on completely gone. Izzy has fallen and still surviving in that corner. We've seen a tasty warband come through from a different Brave. Oh, okay. He's going to catch him in the smoke instead. Killer's trying to be a bit audacious. No way out. CNED has rotated in. That operator watching from up high, landing the shot and leaving just one man standing. Acend.
I have the spike. 30 seconds.
Costly for Ascend's attack early on. There's the opening pick for Izzy. The operator going to swing out wide. The dash still well and truly online, giving them all this confidence to play with. But they've redirected themselves. Acend instead shifting focus to SiderX on the back of B. He is taken down immediately. Killaz has got another. Ascender back on top. A 4 versus 2 now sits in front of them, and a plant will be secured. SuperMassiveBlaze are going to have to fight tooth and nail to get this one across the line. Izzy's even spotted crossing on mid. Will he check his close right corner? No! Killaz has another! But Glow left alone. This is looking like Acend have made the comeback happen. SuperMassiveBlaze pick this map, and they get off to a flying start, but they crash and burn to give Acend a 1-0 lead.
They've taken a ridiculous amount of map control on Brave. He's hearing every single footstep, just looking to lurk in from behind, but Killers has caught him. If they manage to trade this back, it could be a problem, and more importantly, Brave stays alive, and now Glow is just not expected within the site. He mops up the remainder, leaving just Killers, and while Brave is still in behind. Coming out of Acend. So much space already garnered, and well, the fight back from Glove. Oh, nice shot at least, but he can't quite connect the no-scope. It would have been incredibly impressive if he could, and by the looks of it, Starzo is actually going to go pushing all the way down. Killers waiting on that flank. It's the sweetest timing he could have done, and while for Izzy,
there's a chance he might even catch Killaz. And in fact, these players are not taking TP. They're going on long. There's one. Oh, AZ.
Okay.
The nade is going right on target. These players push back towards the site. I think they're still going to be safe from Spike Explosion, which Izzy will go down to on purpose. Find pretty much every team is a strong ult economy one with the kind of comps you're running. Zeke's still going to make it through with the blast packs. Not quite as quickly as he'd hoped, and he'll be caught, actually. Izzy with an off angle. And now they're going to fight over towards the bathroom where Starzo was spotted stuck in the corner, and that's a nasty peek.
They know that there's 2 locked in there, and with the wall behind, it's going to take some time for the remainder of the players to actually get through. They have information of at least 3 of these 4 players are not coming in from the spawn side, so it's very possible that Acend tried to get aggressive around the other side, and that's exactly what they do. They clear towards the spawn and have an afterplant from a different position. Killers is in a bit of trouble, but luckily he's got CNED to support him. Another double coming in, and while Izzy tries his best.
Lost shields on Zeke, lost shields on CNED, and now the showstopper activated, but oh my god, Brave has just ruined the hopes of this round. They committed so much on the side of Acend. A showstopper, an orbital strike, a res. And again, we're seeing this more and more. The staggered pit, Viper behind, Sova up close, or someone else up close. Doesn't have to be Sova. Up close on this side, though, you've got a lot of Acend players dashing on out and finding actually mixed results. Brave is shutting this down from long. Everything was looking good until this man got involved. And, well, the IGL is SiderX having a bit of a better time. Going in through the TP, securing another angle. Bone Cold is heard on long. He's going to have a very tough time closing this one out. TP time?
Get to the TP. There's a chance that he could just go and try and get the afterplant back on the other side of the map. But you can already see Brave was starting to move in that direction already. This had definitely gone into the minds of the opposition, and with how Brave has been playing so far, I wouldn't even blame him for taking a bit of a risk here. Not really a necessity. Trying to bait him out with the peek, but he's actually missed the timing completely. So Brave is going to sneak round, flash into his face, and still, okay, Vocal still gets the kill, but it doesn't matter. His teammates were ready. So playing around a tiny gap, and actually the Viper's pit might just pull a rotation or two at will, and just as they go to move, Zeke is ready and waiting. If anything, though, that kind of holds a couple of players back. It gives them an opening to try and find something, but Bone Cold's going to be the one to win it with a pistol.
What?
Leaving Glove as the solo defender, and after being tagged up twice with the paint show, is going to leave a fairly low HP player on the side. Brave is dead. He had to just try and find something there, peeking out into the open, and Izzy has gone down on the rotation. In fact, A-Site has actually fallen into the hands of just Starzo. Trade back for Zisto, though, does make things interesting, and Glove just comes straight through the TP and takes down 2. This round is workable now.
That Hunter's Fury comes through, and it almost finds Bone Cold, but Glove goes down on the way through Hookah. It's SiderX who has to clutch it out. Charging onto the site. I don't know what happened there.
And there's still flashes available as well, and slows.
there's a tag for CNED. He'll get out even without his dash.
No time.
Playing on the Sage here. He'll avoid being spammed as well. The reveal going through. CNED stepping into the corner. They know exactly where he is. So many players peeking him. I don't know how he stays alive for that long. And in the process, Bone Cold takes down the whole enemy team. 4 quick kills. And the round is saved with Bone Cold's ace.
Last round. Checking for aggression. Zeke is just going to force back all of these players. I doubt he'll find anything. But then
He got him.
And actually, Zeke got Zisto?
He got him inside lamps, or inside lamps, indeed. Yeah, he peeked out. He jumped out wide, took the shot. Another kill for Zeke as he secures that. And you got post-plant Bone Cold with Molly. Not much else to play with there. Says, honestly, post-plant play is unlikely. They'll look to actually fight on the side, and that Cosmic Divide further secures it. Look at the flank from Starzo, though. He is coming right up behind them. They have no idea that he can be here at this point. Eventually, they'll think about their flank, but not in time. Oh, this is so perfect. Zeke going down. They further concentrate in towards Lamps. Look at the Molly. They're looking at everything except for Starzo. And as that Cosmic Divide fades, Starzo strikes, taking the final 2 kills. Let's see that there. Good luck when he gets a judge out or something like that. Oh, nasty stuff. Starzo hits every single headshot. All right, so Dream, listen, I was talking to Dream on a podcast. We were chatting, and this guy said, it's not a duelist anymore, or hope for, or imagine if you're SMB. I doubt you'd be asking for this poor of a start if you were SMB. That would be very strange. Only Brazilian teams want that.
Oh, he's in such a good spot. How does he get away with that? 2 kills found, even manages to escape it, and well, there were some vulnerabilities in this round, the weaponry being one of them, but he's already managed to get that, and he's getting closer to trying to get the res. Seeded! They're just taking over this round. Finally, Brave will put him down, but it seems to be too little, too late killers. They don't even know. They don't know that he's still here.
They have managed to evade him, so he hasn't got the info just yet, but that smoke's faded. That kill's easy, and now he can get back through the wall as well. Get out of there. He's not even stuck in a corner. Really nice utility that was played in the early round and working out perfectly for him here. That spike, he might be able to jump up and pick it, but you know, jumping would even be difficult because there's players everywhere. And as soon as he moves, he's shot down. These guys, never mind cooling down, they're speeding in lightning fast, red hot, and well, you're gonna have the first duel onto Zisto, or maybe Brave. These players have no idea what's going on as they're pushed out from their own spawn. SMB have just been caught off guard practically this whole map long, and it's going to end here with Glove 1 versus 4. Trapped out on long, miles away from the spike. And Acend, they're not even playing Valorant anymore. They're just running it down. They're deathmatching. 13-4, we close it out 2-0. The best team in the world still looking a little bit undefeatable.